Back on the commentary desk is Grace Latz, and she is fired up.
Took a little fuel break so we can bring you some jazz here for all of the eights. On the course now in the blocks, the men's youth 2v8s. Refs are pulling the crews, and they have a clean start. Near side here is St. Joe's Prep A. Next to them in lane 6 is Marin A, PNR A, Mercer A, third from the left. Lane 4, Greenwich Crew, Row America Rye B in lane 3, Row America Rye in lane 2, or Row America Rye A in lane 2, Newport lane 1, NorCal in lane 0.
That's right. And in this race, Marin took this championship last year. We'll see these boats are going to be coming out fast. They have now accelerated their boats to race pace, and they are careening down the course. You can see St. Joe's and Marin starting to inch out a little bit over the field, but everyone is still in contact. It'll be interesting to see what's going on that other side of the course with Newport and Row America Rye, if they can continue to edge out. But holding right there is Greenwich and PNRA Mercer as well.
And, you know, as these eights comes down the course, why we're incredibly excited is that these boat classes are going to be posting some of the fastest times of the day. Yeah. The wind has picked up a touch, a little bit more of a cross, but just more in general, and the eights can handle that kind of condition. And if you can use it, you can kind of square up those blades a little faster, use them like a sail, and use it to your advantage.
That's right. And right now you can see the coaches peloton riding right along as we come through the 500. It looks as though Marin has edged out into the lead, followed by St. Joe's there.
Yeah. And Newport over on the far side, really upsetting their initial seeding here, trying to throw out the kitchen sink early on, see if it has something in them for it. But St. Joe's Prep really just plying the blades. Look at that bow seat sitting on current 7 seat of Marin A, but moving up. Then across the field, we mentioned Newport bringing with them. They're bringing Row America Rye A up into a 4th place position, but we're only about 750 meters into this race. But this entire field threaded together across 8 lanes of 8.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see, you know, based on the times from the semifinal, this is going to be a tight race. It's not surprising that this Newport boat is right up there with St. Joe's right now, battling for that 2nd place spot, as they were in a pretty fast semifinal.
So Marin and St. Joe's Prep still your 1-2, and they are battling back and forth, but they're not holding out. They're maintaining the same speed, but just look at the power coming out of Marin. Each release is really sending the boat past the puddles made from the last stroke.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see as a coach. That's what you want to see as an athlete. Coming through that 1,000, it looks as though Marin has the lead. St. Joe's continues to hold on, but that Newport boat is definitely pressing hard.
And it looks by this angle, wow, St. Joe's Prep has gained a seat on Marin A. That bow seat is now moved up to close between 6 and 5, or about 6 seat now at this point. And you can see they're passing it down the train. Newport on the far side of far side of the course, also moving with speed, staving off the charge out of lane 2, Row America Rye A here. This is going to get incredibly fast here as we come down to the line. Great overhead shot of Marin A. Look at just the parallel movement of these oar shafts as they're moving along. You get I personally get lost in the beauty of this kind of movement and shot. But I know it doesn't feel elegant or beautiful out there right now. It's probably feeling really crazy, really chaotic, but they're rowing really nice and clean.
And that's right. The story for me, one of the stories here is that Scholastic races, that St. Joe's races is 1,500 meters. And right now they are racing a full 2K and about to go into this extra tough last 500. The 500 that you call the bonus 500, if you will. So we're going to see what happens if they can do anything to change, if their preparation for this race has got them in a place where they can take that top spot.
And we're seeing as these crews cross that 500-meter mark, people are running towards the shore, getting the best perspective of the race. It is still Marin, St. Joe's Prep in those 1-2 spots, but third is up for grabs in this A final of the men's 2v8s.
That's right. If you are standing on the shore, let's get ready to cheer for these athletes as they come down the course. If you are sitting down, you need to get to the shore. All right, here we go. It looks as though Marin is holding on, but St. Joe's is mounting an impressive attack. Over in lane 1, you have Newport that is searching for that bronze medal or possibly even to put pressure on these top 2 crews. What's going to happen next? I don't know.
We got to get ready to rumble. Ready to rumble as the buoys turn to red. The final 250 meters of this 2,000-meter race. About 30 strokes to the line. Marin, your early leader throughout the race, being challenged hard by St. Joe's Prep, feeling the energy of the fans on shore. St. Joe's Prep now moving on Marin with every stroke. Do they have enough course left to make a surge? Marin now trying to hold off that really good sprint out of St. Joe's Prep, that famous St. Joe's Prep sprint. But coming to the line, it does look like Marin still keeping about a half-boat lead over St. Joe's Prep. But third is going to be where it's at for this particular race. It will be Marin, your national championship in the 2v8s, then St. Joe's Prep. Then it'll be between Piano Ray, Mercer, and Newport. But, time team for that. For
Time
third place
for
and 4th place as that battle, and then photo finish across from 5th through 7th, rounding out the field here. Row America Rye B. That was a double photo finish there, but for that 3rd place, we're going to have to see how this comes through. So Marin, your winners in this men's youth 2v8, St. Joe's Prep, 2nd place, 3rd. Who will it be?
Yeah, some great racing there from all of those crews. A great showing. The 8, it's such a fast boat. You really do have to execute well. Kudos to the athletes in all of the boats. So right now we're waiting to see who's come in that 3rd place. They're looking at the pictures right now. A little excitement from that Marin crew. You can see shouting over to their competitors. It is Row America Rye B, it looks like, that takes that spot. Right now over to Maurice.